Okay, let's talk about Russia. To talk about Russia, let's first talk about the political, Russia political views and this Russian president, Mr. Vladimir Putin. You know, one thing I don't understand about all these communist countries is that, you know, the public, the citizens, you know, yeah, the people, they don't have the voice. If you're just an ordinary person in that society, you don't have the voice to raise against and ask the government to you know to do this or to do that. You don't have any power, you don't have any rights. And and and, and in these communist countries, the rich are very rich, and they got lots of power and lots of influence in the government, in politics. But unfortunately, for poor people, there's nothing you can do. You don't have power. You, know, you don't have the wealth. Yeah, it's crazy. There's lots and lots of Russian billionaires living in this luxury, and there are this on the other side where there's lots of poverty, you know, drugs. Russian once upon a time, yeah, he was a very powerful and rich country, but because of this political view and the government, communist government, due to that, there's so much poverty in the country now, and lots of Russian citizens, they fled Russia and moved to so many other countries. You see lots of Russians outside of Russia because of the problems there, over there. And people should notice that. People should see, the bonds, in a country where the poor and then, people have become poor and they go to drugs and stealing things and, you know, all these things comes into existence when there is this bad government in the country. And talk about this Putin, he only wants power and control, and he wants to dictate. He only listens to only the rich and the wealthy, and people don't give a shit about all this, other citizens who are just ordinary, and yeah, he don't care. And any time, any of the citizens or any of the group or any political groups who tries to um, against him or against the government, they will be prosecuted or they will be punished, in a very extreme ways. And citizens suffer. The communist countries, most of them are like that, almost all of them. Look at North Korea, same problems. The citizen doesn't have any, freedom at all. And China, same thing. So this Putin, he's a crazy. He's like some kind of a serial killer. Looks, I mean, he's mental. Right now, he's threatening to use this nuclear power on, to all the West countries. What is he trying to prove? There is nothing good comes up from this nuclear war. You don't have to solve about the nuclear power. It's about using more of your brain and not be selfish. Think about the people, the human all over the world, not your ego, not your stupidity, you know? It's fucking crazy. Why do people have to threaten with this so-called nuclear power which can, you know, destroy all the humanity on earth? No, it's crazy. This person should, you know, never be, you know, come close to all these things, you know, all these arms like nuclear power. Crazy, crazy world. So whoever wants to support Putin, you know, you must be a little bit mentally retarded or something, you know, because this guy Putin, you know, all he cares about is power, you know, control his people and do as he wishes, you know. He doesn't listen people, you know. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, comments below. Discuss, huh? Let's discuss and try to subscribe as well. We'll talk about all these things more, yeah, from around the world. That's about it for today.